Welcome back, everyone, to the first Rocket League stream of the season. I'm Scooter, and this is...
I'm Super Fox, and we're excited to be here with you tonight. The off season was long and brutal for me, at least. I've missed it. I'm excited to get back straight into the action. This week's matchup is against UTA.
Yeah, University of Texas in not Alberta, Arlington. I don't know why I was thinking Alberta. That is Canada.
For those of you who are wondering, distance-wise, we traveled 20 hours of a drive to get there. No, just kidding. We're still in our studio. But if you wanted to make the drive, it's about 20 hours. So, a little fun fact for you there.
But yeah, we're back. Anyways, sorry. We're very excited to be here. We have some very interesting things, especially at least specifically with ISU.
That is true.
It was definitely a long off season, and we unfortunately had some roster changes. So it is not the same team, not the exact same team that was able to win the Big Ten Conference Championship last season. I don't know if we actually ever got to mention that.
I don't think we officially did. I think it was technically after season.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are actually officially champions of the Big Sky as of.
Was it April?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
April.
late April, May.
Yeah.
Okay, it was April.
Late April, May. We came home with the victory. I think we fought our way up from the losers bracket. Is that?
Yeah. So I don't know if it was
how it
double
went.
elimination, but the first match that we played was against University of Oregon, and we lost, and then won every single game throughout the entire day to get all the way to the championship. And then I'm pretty sure it was Weber State championship, beat them back-to-back times.
Yeah. So that was quite an impressive feat. So we actually do have that under our belts, which is quite exciting. But like Scooter was saying, we did actually have a roster change up. Those of you who have watched with us before, Adam was actually one of our star players. He was very good on defense. At least in my opinion, he was one of our best defensive players.
Very good at rotation.
Very, very good at rotations. Needed to be where he was exactly. But
so many times.
Unfortunately, we did lose him. He's not like gone. He's still here at the school, but he's no longer on the team, which is kind of sad. But we actually do have two new players who are willing to step up and take the role. And the question is who do you think it's going to be tonight?
So the two new players, it's Texic and Cesium.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are Champ 3, Champ 2, if I am correct, in that exact order. But what I would say, we've seen them only play once, and we saw them get rotated in for each other almost every other game, I would say.
Yep.
And so looking at the players, I know that Texic had more goals than Cesium on the team because we still have EJ and Ultramag.
Yep.
And Texic did have more goals, but I thought Cesium's rotations were better. And don't get me wrong, if you look at the score, goals are definitely worth 100 points. But I feel like rotations for getting back on defense or rotating to get a boost and pushing forwards, being aware of that mid-zone area where you need to be playing, good communications. I felt when they had Cesium, it was less communications but better play. So I don't know who's going to be starting. I wouldn't be surprised if we decide to actually switch players out maybe today for the next week we'll have a different player and just try to figure out, because this season's still 8-9 weeks long. I think it's 8 weeks.
It is
7?
It is an 8-week season.
It is an 8-week season. I was right the first time. And so I wouldn't be surprised for the first little bit trying to just figure out who's a better fit or who's playing better at the time, and then substitute in when we can, because substitutions are legal in NACE.
That is true. And the very interesting thing as well is, I mean, especially last year, I know our sub player was gold, which is like way lower, and not to diss on him at all, but we actually have a slightly more well-rounded team, which is kind of fun. So I think that'll be kind of nice to have not necessarily a bench person, but more of a substitute. It's kind of how I see it, is we actually have two capable people who are willing to and able to be swapped in and out of match depending on, the day. Because, I mean, Rocket League itself is a day-by-day thing. I know one day I play and I'm absolutely great, and other than that, it's just terrible. So it definitely takes a lot out of you some days, and sometimes it's just not your day. And I feel like having Cesium and Texic on our team will definitely help a lot with that.
Yeah, I mean, especially for day-long tournaments that I know Rocket League really likes to participate in.
Yeah.
having somebody substitute, like you're saying, you just might not have the best day. There's days I was playing Plat 1, Plat 2, and then there's days I'm like a Gold 3.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what that means I was moderately good for my skill level, and then absolutely terrible. I should not even be on the game.
Not necessarily terrible. I mean, 90%
I was touching
of
silver.
Well, I mean, if you're at silver at that point, then I'm sorry to hear about that. But anyways, yeah. So there is definitely a lot in play. Actually, if we want to swap over, we can actually talk a little bit about our matchup tonight. So we have the rankings for our player or for the opponents tonight. We have Jacob, who is SSL. We have It's Nick, who is GC2, and we also have Random, who is a GC3. So that kind of bodes well for us because I believe
we are SSL, and depending on who we're playing, it's Champ 3 or Champ 2. To be honest, though, we're not actually we're not sure if those are the exact names. Random is the same, NK is the same. Yep. I guess Jacob's just a different name. That'll be Nava, but we are about to kick it off for the first match of the season.
It looks like it goes in ISU's favor, which is actually quite awesome. The scoreboard is a little different, so we'll get that updated here shortly. But ISU is on the attack right now, a little bit on our side. We do need someone to save it. Looks like Ultramag is there. And so now he tries to punch at center, but they get a good 50 on it. And it looks like there was a little bit of latency there, which is kind of unfortunate. But, that happens when playing online games. So it is what it is. So we got EJ is passing it to Ultramag. He's trying to take it. He actually gets a demo. We got a double demo on their team. It looks like open net. We aren't able to get there.
Cesium maybe trying to go off the wall. Yeah, we're going to see a little bit of a transition. Never mind, Ultramag's actually going to push. EJ, that was a good fake by Ultramag right there. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, it was definitely a great play. Both of them were up, kind of confusing the defense, making sure that they don't know who exactly is going to take the shot there. That was definitely a great play, but unfortunately it was just off there.
See him challenge that. Otherwise, that was probably an open goal for Nava right there.
Yeah. The good challenge there. Cesium definitely playing well on the offensive. Ultramag takes a good touch there, just slightly off. Looks like EJ is man back, though. He's going to actually be able to touch it right. Maybe, no.
Doesn't decide to push a little underneath. Let's see if Ultramag can get the stop. It does. What a save right there.
It's about 2 minutes down on the clock, and we're
Cesium with the whip.
That looks like
it's still in ISU's side. We might be able to get a little bit of a push going. We're going to need a little bit of a transition here if we're going to want anything to happen, make some magic work. We are a lot better, I believe, on transitions than just normally. I feel like a lot of our goals last season came off of a transition. We're pretty quick on those.
EJ is
what I was saying.
Beautiful shot there. Absolutely enormous goal. He kicks it just beautifully in. Ultramag with a good bump there, actually, to get the guy off the player. So we are getting news from the directors. If you have noticed, our colors are a little bit odd, and that was almost a good shot by Ultramag. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was also
man.
Really
so going back to that,
EJ.
Our colors on the field are actually blue, but the score is correct. So ISU did score that one.
Not the orange team did.
Yeah, the blue team scored. So
good challenge right there by EJ.
Weird things, but we'll take that. Looks like Ultramag was trying to take that a little bit center, but he was just...
EJ is the only one back. Can he make the stop?
Unfortunate. Nava comes in with a beautiful aerial there. Actually, Random is the one who punches it there, and then Nava, it looks like he wanted that, and he definitely did. EJ trying to punch it up last second, but just barely couldn't get there.
Yeah, I mean, when I was looking at that, we had two people on the UTA side.
Oh, what a kickoff.
What a fast
kickoff there, though. Oh, this could still be ISU. Ultramag wants. He's up fast enough. He tries to stall.
That was a shot on goal, too, and it was a save by NK. So that might have been in, which would have been an insane shot nevertheless.
That would have been crazy. I mean, ISU definitely a strong start for having a little bit of an off season. Looks like EJ, Ultramag he almost had that. He was trying to read where they were going to save that, and it looks like they were very close to getting that.
Nava's back up again. Can he make some magic happen a second time? Doesn't look like it. EJ's going to take it off that wall right now. Trying to get a little bit of air dribble.
One, it looks like NK is actually there to save it for UTA.
Yeah, EJ challenges it again. That is bouncing off. Cesium's mainly been playing back zone defense is what I've realized. I can understand a little bit of that. Try to play some defense. It's a lot easier to stabilize yourself on defense and try to get into some nice offense loop right there.
Oh, EJ's taking that. Ultramag is there actually to pick it up just slightly to the left. Looks like EJ is going to try for another one. They actually stall
right there by Nava.
And pass center to Ultramag. He hits it left. Let's see if he's able to hit Cesium. Cesium is there. Never mind. EJ is closer. Looks like it's actually going to go back to our side. Cesium
is another stall. They've been really good. UTA's been really clean with some stalls.
They have. That was close. Almost in, but I think it just barely hit the post and out. Ultramag is there. That was a close one, but he gets it with the side of his car, and luckily that is out.
We're going to see a bounce off the wall here. Cesium's going to take it. NK right after that. Another air dribble by this UTA team. They're definitely a big aerial team from what we've seen so far. A lot of their better shots have been up in the air. ISU, once again, some of the best goals that I've seen from ISU, quick transition goals.
That is true.
And so we're going to see if we can actually establish ourselves some offense right now. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to see that. We'll see how we're going to respond. We've got 23 seconds left.
He punches at center. That could be someone. Ultramag is there. Looks like it's a pass to EJ. EJ's in. Oh, he almost has the double.
Wow.
He's just a little too low. He didn't have enough boost to get there. Now we're back on the defensive with a good pinch off the wall. It's very center. Not much.
Off the roof.
Off. Looks like our goalie's demoed, and Nava does take advantage of that.
4 seconds left on the clock. What a clutch goal right here by UTA. Unfortunate for ISU because of that demo, I think, mainly caused. I don't know if we would have been able to get there in time with how close it was, but nevertheless, having that demo in the back of the goal, it was huge right there for UTA.
So clock is at 0. It doesn't officially end the game until the ball touches. So EJ is going to try to take it up, keep it alive, and unfortunately is going to touch, giving UTA the first win of this round.
We have a new stat screen,
We
by the
do,
way.
actually. So this is quite exciting to see. We get some beautiful stats. So UTA actually, so if you actually look at the shots, we didn't have much offense, at least from what I saw. We played a lot of defense, but our shot percentage is the same. I mean, 50-50.
There was a couple times, I believe, we got to launch the ball from midcourt about to halfway, or not halfway, off the backboard, and we tip it down, and it hit one of the goalposts, counted as a shot. It was pretty blocked.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was counting as a shot.
That's
but
true.
I do feel like in overall, like the ball being on which side of the field, I definitely believe that the ball was definitely on ISU's side of the field. So we were definitely on defense a lot more of the game than when compared to UTA. But our defense, I felt, was actually really good until the end, because it might not show that we have all of these shots, but they also didn't have a lot of these shots because we were playing such good defense. Does that make sense?
That is true. I mean, I guess they have 2 goals. They had what is that? 8 shots. So I mean, not a great shot percentage. I mean, I guess ours is technically worse. We're 1 and 8, but at the same time, I feel like that's still a testament to our defense, though.
Yep.
I mean, being able to hold off that many shots, and I feel like it was at least over 50% of the game that we were on defense.
I would believe so as well. I don't know if there's any way that we can keep track of that. Maybe the stats board has it eventually. We might be able to work that in for the next week's match. But I do believe that we probably were on defense more than half of that game. And I would... Did something just get added?
I don't think so. I think we were. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe
us. So we're.
I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Maybe it happens. I mean, it's a new setup. We're experimenting with it, and there's some weird quirks we've had. We definitely had a lot of tech issues right before this stream.
So hopefully everything's running well for you guys.
It should be. Hopefully. I mean, we're pretty good at figuring it out. More like unplugging and plugging things back in until it works. But I mean, that's
half of every
exactly
every tech issue right there.
So, I mean,
I don't
It's
know. We'll
gonna
see
happen.
how this next match definitely goes. It
Yeah.
should be another close match, I would assume. I don't know if we're going to make a substitution.
That is true. It'll be interesting to see. The game is taking a little bit longer than usual, so my prediction is at least that we're probably actually subbing.
I wouldn't be surprised,
Mm-hmm.
as I was saying. It's just a good chance, especially in a game of 5. You have 2 losses, if anything. So substituting in, we do substitute in Tech right there for Cesium. Cesium was playing very good defense, but I didn't see him try to even work himself in on offense. So that is going to be something. We'll see if it makes much of a difference here against this UTA team that was very high-powered in offense. We might want something to try to establish an offense, and maybe Tech gets that answer.
Taking a beautiful look off the wall there. Hexic is up. He doesn't have much boost. He's just trying to attack. EJ gets a slight touch there, just slightly off. Random actually punches at center. It looks like it's going back to our side.
Ultra Mag with that bump right there. We didn't really have anyone back in net, but it still kind of worked out for us.
EJ, that was close. I mean, EJ was there, but
we don't really see Ultra Mag whiff like that, so that was an interesting sight. Anyways, nice shot right there from Tech from halfway.
And I think we're getting close. I mean, I think one thing I guess that I've noticed, at least for ISU, is we definitely have been kind of a second around team, if you know what I mean. Like we have a round or two to get to know the team, get to know their playing, and be able to kind of establish our own offense sometimes. And so, honestly, a first round loss to UTA by only 1 point, I'm happy with that.
This is a new camera.
That is a new camera angle. We
Yeah,
got a recam.
That's awesome. I didn't realize that. Sorry. Yeah, I have noticed that a couple times. There's been definitely a lot of times we'll go down 2-0, still be able to push it to Game 5, Game 7. We've seen that a couple times, especially in some bigger tournaments, pushing it to Game 7 after being down 2-0. And I do think that you're right. We do take our time. We kind of figure out what the team's groove is, what they like to do a lot more, how to play around them, and then we actually work that into our play style.
Ultra Mag doesn't get the double. Oh, he got the double, but they saved. Oh, that was such a good look there. He was carrying that across the field. Looks like Texic wanted to go for that, but he actually is going to rotate back. He does have an open net. Can he score? Oh, looks like NK is there to save it.
They've been really good off of defense on goal, if that makes sense. We've had a lot of pressure while we're literally off the wall, back into the goal, and they're still able to block it. They've been able to read that really well so far.
EJ
up to see if they can hold on.
I don't know if you noticed that there, but EJ was trying to get a demo on the goalie, but I think he jumped up just high enough, and he was able to actually control that. Ultra Mag is there. He was trying to beat it, but looks like he was just off.
So far, we have been very good on offense right now. We haven't really let them establish any sort of offense, not really allowing any transitions. It's been very good in pace of play so far for us. After, like we were talking about last match, we didn't really get much of an offensive going. Now that Tech's been in, we have been on offense quite a lot. We'll see if we're going to be able to stop this transition.
That looks like we do slightly. I mean, ball's still in their control. Texic, he was doing some good coverage there, trying to make sure it wasn't in officially. It looks like Texic is playing up now. He wants to go for it. He actually bumps the guy in the air. That might be just enough. Not quite. EJ,
if that bounces
punches it down, just off though, and it looks like he's demoed.
We'll see how UTA, they're probably going to try to transition. Ultra Mag not able to get there fast enough. A bit of an open goal, but Tech is still there, able to rotate back fast enough.
Looks like ISU is pretty low on boost. I guess, well, 2 of our players grabbed full pads, so I think we're fine now, but
it's always
up there, but Texic is there to save. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. That was beautiful. I thought that was a goal, but Texic playing great defensively there.
We've been playing a little bit of back and forth ball for a while now.
That was another.
That would have been a really good play. Lucky for ISU right there that they missed.
To go for it. Looks like EJ is going to take another one. Let's punch center. That could be Texic. Looks like
Nava gets it over. Ultra Mag with no boost.
What a shot there by UTA. That was an overall great play.
I think ISU was a little bit boost starved right there. Not terribly, just a little low. And I think you can see that Ultra Mag was back in goal. Probably had 8 boosts, 10 boosts based off that circle that I saw. Just wasn't able to get high enough And, you know, Nava, just a nice little floater ball straight into the goal right there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, sometimes that's all you need on offense is just get the defense away, get them out of boost, and get them into a position. Man,
Back to back.
lots of demos going around on the field. That's very interesting. I think that's one of the first.
That was
big
2 or 3 demos in less than 5 seconds.
Ultramag punches it up. EJ just off. He was trying to hit that with the nose of his car. Hexic takes a little bit of a high shot, but honestly, not a bad play
I
there.
think he was mainly trying to bounce something off the backboard because EJ was coming up right behind him. Just
Takes off, possibly past Ultramag. Oh! Random saves it, and unfortunately, that is another open net for UTA.
I don't blame that, though, especially when you have 5 seconds to score. I'd push everyone as well.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I do. I 100% agree with that move right there.
I do too.
The full push.
It's tough to see another last-second goal roll in, and unfortunately, that will make it so we can't at least win or tie up the game to bring it to overtime. But I mean, at least at this point, though, that was, like you said, a great play. Trying to just see if we could actually get some sort of goal in there so we could possibly even push it to overtime. But I don't know, unfortunate. Just slightly off on that.
Have you ever seen a match of hockey? So in hockey, towards the third period, if you're down, you normally pull the goalie.
Yeah,
And you have 7-man on offense. I feel like that's the exact same idea right there. You just got to try to get a goal, get something open. You leave your goal exposed.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened right there.
Yeah.
And I still agree with that decision. You need a goal because you're already down 1, at least to try to push it in overtime. They bit on a pass, was able to intercept it very well, or they jumped down from the wall, blocked a goal, pinched it out, able to run away with it. That's not there's not much you can do against that. That's just an unfortunate circumstance. And I still 100% agree with that. It's just unfortunate. It looks worse on the scorecard than it actually is. And I don't blame them there. If you look at that, though, especially on the shots, like what we were talking about, we had a lot more shots, and I think we had a lot more time on offense, and we gave up 1 goal. And that's going to happen sometimes, and I believe that was – I can't remember exactly how that goal happened, but if I'm correct.
It was pretty much an open shot, not necessarily on net, but we had a pretty good shot on net. They saved, kind of punched at center, and they had a guy who was rotating mid and then just easy wide open goal. Oh, the first one?
Yeah.
I don't remember the first one.
If I remember, it was very close. But I honestly could.
No. The first one was the one where EJ was trying to go up and he didn't.
Yeah. It was just a very good play. They had boost starved us, and it was sometimes when matches or when goals take 3 minutes, like it's bound to happen at one point just because the game's been going on for so long. Someone's gonna make a mistake.
That is.
And it was an unfortunate circumstance that was our mistake, mainly because we were boost starved and Nava just played a really good ball. And so I think that game could have gone either way, and that scorecard's not going to show it no matter what. But I think that was – I think we played much better against UTA our second game than we did our first.
Well, why dwell on the past when we can dwell on the present with a beautiful save from Ultramag there. And it looks like we're actually – I mean, I haven't seen a whole lot kind of back and forth. Oh, almost owned goal there.
Oh, no.
That was a little scary, but we'll take that.
And a
beautiful
save.
save from Ultramag.
EJ was there just in case, dude. That was a shocking
Man.
10 seconds. Holy cow.
My heart skipped a little beat there for a second, but we're good now.
With a nice save right there. Got it shot off to the side, right to EJ. We'll see if we can get some transition going. Like I've been saying, I feel like we're very good on transition rather than just established offense, but genuinely, if you have an established offense, eventually something's going to break.
That is true.
But we'll see if we're going to be able to get any transition. We might end up playing a little bit of back-to-back ball here. If you know what that means, we're going to see one team never mind.
Got there by NK. I think that was EJ was trying to get a better save, but unfortunately it just popped straight up, and that allowed for a great touch. EJ was almost there, actually. I didn't realize.
I know. I wasn't sure if EJ was making comms that he had that, and it was too fast for him to rotate, or if Tech was, because Tech just kind of jumped and stood there instead of moving towards the ball, which normally if you're in goal, I would assume you do.
Yeah.
I haven't played this high-level ball ever, so I don't actually know. But that's a nice deep shot on goal.
It's just
what? Yeah, you can even hear that on the goalposts.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, if you hit the crossbar, the goalpost, it does make a sound now.
It does, yeah. I think that was a new addition midway of the season last year.
I don't know if we ever mentioned it, but
We probably did. I mean, that's at least something that I was excited for. I'm like, oh, a crossbar sounds, because I absolutely hate the crossbar and I hit it all the time. So it's kind of a blessing and a curse for me.
Oh,
what a shot by
pass right
Ultramac
there.
there. That was a beautiful play there. Absolutely gorgeous. Going to take off to it.
Just able to steal that, and it's a direct pass to Ultramag with a nice little 1-2 finish right there. Once again, though, now score's tied with 3 minutes left.
That is. That's what you like to see if you're an ISU fan, and if you're a UTA fan, I mean, you probably don't like to see that as much, but
You still can't be happy with how well UTA's been playing. Both teams
That's
have been
true.
playing very good so far, though.
so it looks like Texic is going to take this. I think EJ was trying to get up for a pass. That's a good pass by Texic. It looks like Random actually saves that. And so now Ultramag's the one on back. He's going up for that. Looks like he does take. He wants a wall pinch, just doesn't get it. But EJ has control now. He's trying to go for it. Looks like NK does grab, but we do have a man back to kind of punch it more center still. It's kind of popped high. They do have a decent amount of boost on the other team, so we'll see how this plays out.
Right there, can Ultramag direct it? It doesn't look like he was able to.
Texic is man back. Is he going to challenge? Yes, he is. That was very close, but Ultramag luckily is able to rotate back fast enough and get that. So it looks like ISU is trying to, I think we're trying to get just a big clear here at this point, because we have been playing a little bit more defensively. There you go, EJ starting it off right, off the wall. Unfortunately, no one's there to follow up. Texic does get a bump on the person on ball, which is not a bad idea, but EJ is taking it, popped up. Unfortunately, they punch it down. Texic trying to pass. He's just off. It looks like they actually got there first. They're a little bit faster. EJ taking it off the wall.
So weird spin on
That was very interesting. I was expecting that to punch center, not stay on his ball, stay on his car. Just off. It looks like we all had almost all three players there, but
I know. I think Tech was trying to play that off of the bounce from Nick, or NK, and NK just missed.
that was kind of crazy. EJ taking a beautiful look. Does he have the double? Oh, he almost does. He was just a little bit too far behind it.
Ultramag not able to get a
Punched
finish
it
off
out.
that either. We'll see if Tech's going to get anything.
Tex does, but he's just off. Ultramag was trying to clean it up there. Looks like it's back on our side, which is fine.
Oh,
that's
almost
fine.
a bad pinch right there. Still, it is tie game, 1-1, 48 seconds left. Anyone's game right now. ISU moving it down the field. We're going to see if UTA is going to be able to try to transition it back.
Nova did get a good pinch there. Looks like Ultramag he's got a decent amount of boost. Is he trying to get
Down
it
to
to
EJ?
EJ? Oh! NK with a save. That was a beautiful passing play there by ISU. Man, I would have loved to see that go.
Time right there. We've got 24 seconds left. Navo, who we've seen score multiple times,
Texic gets up. NK trying to push it.
gets it over off the wall.
Ooh,
Ultramag
that's
barely able to
hit.
push that out. We're going to see Nava again off the wall. Doesn't get the bounce back. We've got 6 seconds left. Once again, until the ball touches the ground after zeros, it is not over.
And it looks like it does just barely roll off, but that does send us to overtime.
Once again, if ISU loses this game, we lose the actual match because it is best of 5. So ISU, if they want a chance to stay in this, we have to win this. Nava almost putting away the game right there.
That was
It's been killer so far for ISU.
Texic was able to get a decent clear, but unfortunately, we're going to have to rotate back once again. We're fairly boost starved. Ultramag, I think, is the closest to being able to get there. Looks like it's center. Oh, the boost spawned on Ultramag. This could be good for him. He was trying to 50 in the air. EJ wanting to pick up what they're passing center for him, but it looks like, unfortunately, he wasn't able to get just enough control to keep it on him. So now it's back on our side.
Still pretty good on boost. We're going to get a little bit of transition going here. That's a nice lob. Gets over Nava. NK is going to take that. Ultramag's up on that left side. We're going to see if we can get a little bit of passing plays going. Normally, our pass plays between EJ and Ultramag have been good, but we're back on defense again.
Oh,
that was the goalpost! Off the goalpost again!
The post is our savior right now.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness.
Sometimes the post is against you, and right now the post is against UTA. That is unfortunate for them. We'll see if ISU can make something out of this.
I mean, we at first at least need to establish an offense. They've been doing a great job stalling us here. Looks like Texic isn't able to get there. Ultramag has about 40 boost. He does grab a full pad. Oh, he's got the dribble. He's going for it.
Does he get it over?
He got it over Nova. Looks like NK's just
off the bounce. Nava actually touches that just to the right. Good move right
punches. EJ was up for Nova. He punches at center. No one's there, which is honestly a valid play just to make sure we have an established defense, making sure that we do not lose this. And we're almost 2 minutes into overtime.
It's
been grueling.
Feels a lot shorter than it actually has been, but Nava with a nice long shot right there. EJ barely able to tap that. Looks like Tech barely missed that. We're going to see Ultramag take that down. Does he get EJ? He misses, but Tech's there.
He's just high. Oh, he tried for a double. That was so close.
We might have bit it right here, though. Oh, what a nice stall from EJ when we needed it.
Knows what's up. He's got full boost now. Ooh, they punch at center. Texic has. He's going to stall at center. Ultramag taking it to our corner. He actually passed it right to a couple of them, but that's all right.
It did allow EJ time to get back, which was very important, and he was able to get a full boost during that. We're going to see EJ all alone in a 1-for-1 for the win!
What a beautiful way for ISU to take the round there. Man, he absolutely controlled there. Got the demo. Top left corner. No one was there
boost
to get
left as well.
Man,
what a finish. I mean, basically, I think that was near 3 minutes into overtime.
I think that was. I think official time, I guess I don't know what it was, but I'd probably say close to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's impressive. What a way to finish it off. Absolutely carrying the ball in and then getting that demo as well. I don't know if he necessarily needed it. I think he had the flick over him, but the demo adds a little bit of salt in the wound. And so,
I mean,
I don't know.
Looking into these stats, it's interesting because if you look at UTA, they had more shots, but we had less saves. So their shots were just off, if that makes sense.
That's true.
They had 15 shots, but we only needed to save the ball 6 times in order for them to score one.
Good kickoff by Texic there. That was pretty close. So now EJ is trying. I think he's kind of sitting back, making sure
he needs to carry this momentum. Try to get another win because, once again, it's best of 5. So if ISU loses this one, we are still out.
EJ grabs a little bit of boost off of one of those pads, trying to make sure that he could get there. Ultramag, he's off the roof. He's taking it against the wall. He still has control. He is bumped, though, so he's off the ball. EJ was there to pick up. Is Texic there? He just didn't have enough boost to get up. That is so unfortunate.
Same thing because NK.
Man, that was also another great
EJ,
shot.
What a shot.
Looks like Ultramag
able to get back in time.
Nice. Man, we've been playing very aggressive, and honestly, I'm not against it.
We do need to shake things up. We were able to barely squeeze out a win on that last one, so if we do play pretty aggressive here, it might startle UTA, allow some missed opportunities, or some missed chances by UTA, and allow an open goal or something for ISU.
Oh, what a double, bro. Off the roof there for NK. I wasn't expecting that bounce, honestly. I mean, it bounced off, but he had that.
That is such an angle.
I didn't even think he had that, honestly, because that was such an awkward angle for him to hit. But honestly, got to give credit where it's due. That was a great shot.
Yeah, I mean, not much you can do there, especially for ISU. You're challenging up top and below.
Oh,
wow, what a pass by NK.
Pass. Yeah, that was, I don't know. I don't know if EJ here was trying to save it or if he was just trying to get into a better position there.
I think he was mainly, number one, I think he was trying to just get back into goal. And number two, I think he stopped because he was like, oh, I can block it, but it bounced off and had some weird spin to it. That's what I was saying. It's a really good pass.
That is true, yeah.
Because he hit it off the ground, off the wall, over into right in front of goal.
Yeah.
Which normally, if I get a pass, it's going to be 40 feet over the goal. So amazing pass right there. Ultramag, I don't know if you noticed that. Ultramag actually went back to the goalie, trying to bump the goalie while EJ had a shot, but unfortunately nothing worked out there for ISU.
By EJ. He wants a double. Oh, he was trying to read the defender just a little bit too hard, though, off his wheels.
Looked like Tech might have had a shot there, but he missed.
Wow. Random taking another beautiful look there. And, I mean, that was just a great play on them. They had a guy rotating center, absolutely punching it in. 3 minutes left, though. So I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it just happens that there might be a little bit of miscommunication, or your one guy back misses the ball. And you can't really do anything about that. As a teammate, you just got to encourage him and be like, hey, like, we believe in you. That's why we let you stay back, you know? And, like, you got this. Like, just shake it off. Because sometimes if you don't say that to your teammate, that's just going to get in their head. They're going to make more mistakes. So especially in highly competitive matches like this, you got to stay positive. You got to look for the bright side. And you got to be able to move on. Tech with another shot right there.
We're having some pretty good looks, but unfortunately, their defense is also at those point of looks too. Ultramag trying to stall it. That's actually very interesting. He's just straight up. He tried to punch it in. Nova was there, though.
Yeah, we're still pretty boost starved. That's the one thing that I will say UTA has been doing phenomenally at, is they've been able to boost starve us very well. And it's very subtle, because I feel like half the time we have boost, and then I always look and I'm right there for a second. All three we were at 0. Maybe we are just using too much boost and we're not actually being boost starved or boost starving ourselves.
That's true.
Either way, that's something that we'll have to see within the next couple weeks. But nevertheless, they have been playing very good defense, like what you're saying.
I mean, Ultramag got a good save there. Looks like Texic actually got a pinch off the roof slightly. I think we're trying to pass out to EJ, who's just a little bit too close to the passer, though. Couldn't get a great look on. Ultramag is back. He wants to go up for it, is just off. And unfortunately, that was another great pass between NK and Nova.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really able to see who was playing defense. It might be Tech. He went for the block on Nava.
That is true.
100% would do that every time. Nava's been very good off the wall for a double. He just passed it that time. Can't do much about that.
Yeah.
They left an open, I don't know if you noticed that, but for their kickoff strategy, they just didn't attack, which sometimes better to get boost than to do that if you can strike them off guard.
Oh, that was close shot by EJ, just slightly off. And so now it looks like Texic is up, trying to keep it center. It looks like he does. He's trying to punch it. And it looks like EJ can get there, but Random is there.
Oh, and Ultramag with a nice putback.
So ISU doesn't get fully locked out of this game. I mean, a minute and 11 on the clock. It's definitely doable.
Yep.
But
we've seen close matches like this before come down to the last second.
So hopefully ISU gets a quick one off of kickoff here. Okay, I was kind of scared about that one.
That was a little worrying.
EJ does save it for us, though.
That's good. That's a good move. The one thing I will say, UTA has had some really good mid-zone defense presence these last 2 matches. But I feel like once we can get it past them and slightly establish an offense, it's been very good looking on offense for us. We just got to get it past them at midfield.
Oh, EJ carrying there. Unfortunately, I think he ran out of boost, so he's just going to try to catch it, but it was just not enough to get it past one of their defenders. And so now we got to try to just punch it center. And it looks like 30 seconds left on the clock. Can ISU score another one?
That is close. That was a close one right there for UTA. Luckily, we had 2 defenders back. That ball is rolling fast, just not fast enough to get it in front of goal.
Jay has a look.
What a block right there from Random.
Man, their defense has been immaculate.
They've been able to read the ball and how we're playing it really well. So I give complete props to them. An unfortunate game right here for ISU, especially after the game 3 that we put up.
Can we score another? Oh, EJ was there. It was a wide open net. We could have at least scored one more last second goal, but we were just off there. And I mean, one thing that I will say as well, if you actually look at the goals there, it's pretty evenly spread for UTA at least. I mean, NK got 2, but other than that, it's pretty even.
Pretty sure he had 2 assists.
Their shots are fairly even as well.
I will say
And we are actually, if you do notice, the team who had the most shots has kind of lost every game. I mean, ISU, we've had some great looks, but if you also look at their saves, they had some pretty immaculate saves, especially with Random. I guess I didn't realize that Random was there.
Yeah, he was mainly on defense. I didn't realize he made most saves.
That's true.
For the most part, the people that were on offense that I was noticing was NK and Nava. And Random was very good on his mid-zone defense presence. Like, I don't know if you guys, I'll explain what I call mid-zone defense. Basically, when you're establishing an offense and you're at midfield, normally you'll have 1 to 2 people, so that if the defending team can get a nice lob, you're able to just aerial it back in and keep it on their side, keep a good presence. And I felt like they had a really good mid-zone defense to be able to stop the ball, because for a lot of those times once they established an offense, they had an offense for probably a minute, if that. And so I felt Random was very good. Number 1 in goal. He was able to read a lot of those blocks and passes that we had, especially off the backboard, those doubles. He was, I think, there for a lot of those. It was him and NK that were very good on defense. And I feel like EJ played a great game. Ultramag was good. I think the substitution wasn't bad. I did like to see both players get some time.
That was good.
We did see Cesium. He was very good on rotation. I just didn't see him much on offense.
That's
when
true.
compared to Tech, who did take a lot of shots, had some really close ones as well.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was a really good play.
I would agree with that. And honestly, going off of that, I mean, as a new team, I guess not necessarily fully new team, but playing with new players can definitely swap things up and definitely change a lot of your gameplay. I know when I'm playing randoms versus when I play with my duo partner, I play a lot different strategy-wise. And so sometimes it just takes maybe a week or two to get used to the playing styles of our new players. And honestly, I could see ISU going all the way again.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of matches that we had last year, especially where, we had, at least the first time that we ever streamed, I think we lost. Or did we win? We lost a couple times.
I think we lost.
We lost a couple times the first semester. And it took, I think, probably about a semester and a quarter of the second semester until we finally had a really good groove going.
Yeah.
And we were able to play some really good ball, or Rocket League, sorry. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get something going like that again this year.
That's exactly what I'm hoping for. So I think that was a great showing for ISU. Congratulations to UTA on the win. Unfortunate to go week 1 with a loss, but, I mean, that doesn't put out of contention for anything. So
nope. Still got 7 more weeks.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for a great season with you guys. We are going to end the stream now, but you could tune in tomorrow for Valorant if you're excited about that. Otherwise, we will be back on Rocket League next week at about the same time,
on
6:30 on Tuesday. Or if you're an Overwatch fan, then you could watch on Monday at 6:30 as well. And word on the street is we might be doing Smash Bros here soon.
Yeah, so stay tuned for more information about that. But that's all we have for you guys. I'm Scuda.
And I'm Super Fox.
And we'll catch you guys next week.
Have a good one.